My name is Sarah Cadle. I've worked in the early years sector for 22 years. I did the NNEB course many years ago and worked as a nursery nurse. I moved on to be a nursery manager and then became a training manager. For the past 4 years I've worked for Derby City Council. My job title is an early intervention coordinator. So I work in the children's centres in Derby City, working with a team of family visitors. And they manage a caseload of families, so they work individually with families who need extra support in the home. And I also manage 5 children's centres and look at the activities that we do in those children's centres, so a range of universal services and targeted services for children. I've always worked hard to keep my knowledge of early years up to date, and I decided it was an excellent opportunity to have a professional status that was focused on the early years. So I work in the children's centres in Derby City as an early intervention coordinator. So the main part of my role is to manage the family visitors, and the key component of that is working with highly resistant, vulnerable families. Working for the council as well, we also have extra pressures at the moment with reduced budgets. So we're looking at the activities we provide in the children's centres. We look at the key skills that our team have got and use those to put into the activities in the children's centre. So things like baby massage. We have staff trained in speech and language, so looking at how we can develop children and family skills in that to get the children ready for school. I also work across 5 children's centres and manage staff within each of those, which can be really hard sometimes because you don't get to see everyone on a daily basis, so it's making sure you book time in to see everybody and keep up to date with what they're doing. Because of the more in-depth training when you're on the status, it helps you review and reflect on the practice that you do with young children and ensures that you deliver a high quality of services. The key way I use that in the work that I do is through supervision with my staff, so making sure we're looking at the work that we're doing with the families, reflecting on if it's worked, if it hasn't, and how we can move on and make sure those families are getting the individual support that they need. My work varies on a daily basis, so no 2 days are the same. The most interesting parts of my job are working as part of a multi-agency team, so you're getting to meet different professionals all the time. Working with the vulnerable families is interesting because every family is different and we're offering different support to all of them. And the challenge is of developing different services to meet targeted services, and the universal ones for all children is interesting too. It's really fulfilling to support the families in Locality 2 in Derby City. I work with families and children aged up to 5, but sometimes we do support older children if there's siblings in the family. The next step for me would be to take on the role of a children's centre service manager. So I'd be responsible for all of the children's centres in a particular area. But I am always on the lookout for new challenges and opportunities, and having the status enables me to keep my eye on things like that and be able to do that. Professionals can contribute to the early years sector in many ways. It brings expertise and experiences to the work that you do with the young children. It enables you to reflect on the work that you're doing on a daily basis with the children, and in for my role, a bigger picture with the families that you're actually working with in the home. And it enables you to make changes at ground level. It gives you the progression to leadership and management, but you're still working with the children and you're keeping up to date on everything that they're doing at the same time.